An Oregon jail is giving Narcan to inmates leaving lockup. It's part of the fight against the opioid epidemic. Well, get your phones ready. We want to know what you think about that.
Charging the president with a crime was therefore not an option we could consider.
Breaking his silence, special counsel Robert Mueller just spoke out about his 2-year-long investigation. It's now sparked more calls for impeachment.
It is National Stroke Awareness Month. A local woman says her basic knowledge saved the life of someone very close to her. At 5 a.m. on our Thursday morning. Welcome to KREM 2 Morning News. I'm Jen York.
And I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Evan Nurani.
Welcome to the program,
Hey, yeah,
Tim.
it's good to be here
Tim,
with
thanks
you
for being
guys
with
so
us.
early.
Yeah, a little early.
You used to work morning shows,
Right.
so you're just getting back in the early morning grind
I
with
do
us.
like it. Get the day started early, and then you can be productive with your day.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We
I
like
love
that.
it.
Well, Tim, welcome to the
Thank you.
program. Let's get to our morning headlines today. We want to start this morning with dramatic video caught on camera from Canton, Texas. That is just east of Dallas.
Yeah, this is really devastating video. Storm chasers caught these moments as their tornado hit power lines in the area. You can see the debris flying there, and you can see lines starting to flare up. Then the funnel starts picking up debris from off the ground. My goodness.
Yeah, so tornado warnings were issued for several storm cells in Texas yesterday. This is just one of the latest tornadoes reported, as we see a record number of them this year.
Wow.
Of course, really the last few weeks, we have seen reports out of Kansas, Ohio, Oklahoma, all over the Midwest and
So
central US.
devastating.
Yeah, and I think the record that you were talking about, at least 8 a day for the
Yeah.
past basically 12 days.
Just about. And also found out that the U.S. is pretty much the center for the worst tornadoes in the world. So
Okay.
Wow.
here we are seeing, a record number, and of course keeping our thoughts with our friends around
Absolutely.
the Midwest. Here around our neck of the woods, much calmer of weather, though we are picking up on some pretty severe thunderstorms around the area. So far this morning, we even have seen some in the overnight hours. So we'll head over to the wall and talk about what's in store for the rest of the day. Right now, we are seeing a pretty nice start to our day, that we have been tracking air quality over the last couple days. Yesterday afternoon, we saw some issues related to air quality around the North Idaho area. And now going on satellite radar, you can see where we're seeing some of those trouble spots. So usually the prime time for thunderstorm activity comes just after 3 p.m. and stays with us until about 8 p.m. But now in the overnight hours, we're still staying pretty warm, and therefore you can see just right around the Lewiston area, the southeast corner of Washington, through about the central panhandle, moving up toward Colfax, is where we're seeing these thunderstorms right now. There is a good indication that this activity is kind of calming down over the next several hours, meaning that we'll see these just turn into just mild rain showers, and that's really the direction that we're headed toward. But as we've been talking the last few days, we've been mentioning the possibility of some afternoon thunderstorms. Today seems to be the best bet for the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area to capture some of those just after the noon hour. You can see how that 20% chance of showers lingers from about noon to 5 p.m. Temperatures are going to stay consistent with what we saw yesterday. Low 80-degree temperatures around eastern Washington, high 80s around central Washington. Colfax areas moving toward Moses Lake, Ritzville, all expected to see temperatures in the mid to upper 80-degree range. Outside right now to start the day, we are talking about a little bit of that haze outside and some cloud cover. We'll be talking more about that in just a bit. Let's throw up what those cameras look like, though, on traffic to start off our Thursday morning. So far, so good. Outside on the roads, you should be able to travel your normal speed. We aren't seeing any backups or delays to mention, but if we do, we will let you know as soon as possible. For now, I'll send things back to you, Tim and Jen.
All right, Evan, thank you. 5:03 now. Doctors confirmed a 9th case of the measles in Western Washington.
Yeah, and here's what we know. Health authorities say the man is in his 40s and was likely exposed to it at a Sammamish restaurant, Of the 9 cases in Washington this month, a majority of them have been reported in the Seattle area, most recently with a 6-month-old baby confirmed with the measles.
Now, many of the recent cases were tied to SeaTac International Airport, but health authorities say travelers do not need to be alarmed about contracting the disease at the airport.
Well, in Oregon, authorities are trying something new in the battle against the opioid epidemic.
Inmates can now request 2 doses of Narcan when they leave the Multnomah County Jail. So we want to know what you think about this. Should Washington and Idaho jails follow suit? You can head to krem.com/vote or click on the Vote Now tab.
So here's why they're doing this. The Multnomah Health Department reports the risk of dying from an overdose is 15 times higher during the first week after inmates are released from jail. So if they have the naloxone available, they have a resource to save their life. Deputies know naloxone works, and they say they want to save lives. The medication works by reversing the effects of opioid overdose.
Providing naloxone to people that are leaving jails isn't enabling them. Naloxone doesn't do anything except for save people's lives.
Inmates can get the Narcan for free, along with the 2 doses. They also get a guideline showing them how to use that drug. And taking a look at our poll this morning, should Washington and Idaho jails offer naloxone to people who leave jail? Kind of split here. 44% of you say yes, they should. 42 say no, it's not a good idea. 14% not have an opinion right now.
Yeah, I think every community is a little bit different, and so every need is a little bit different, so I could see how the results are a little mixed.
That's right, and we're going to keep that poll up this morning, so if you'd missed it for just now, we're going to be checking back in throughout the program. We'd love for you to weigh in this morning.
If you're super good and super talented as a skateboarder and you wear a helmet, it kind of discredits you.
One family is trying to change the culture of skateboarding one helmet at a time. We told you about Aiden Schelling's skateboarding wreck earlier this month. The Seattle skateboarder crashed and suffered a traumatic brain injury.
Yeah, and since his injury, his parents are working to change the stigma around wearing helmets, and it seems to be working. Schelling's skateboarding friends say they are rethinking their own safety.
Because at the core, it's like, why? Why is me prioritizing my safety and caring about my friends and family looked down upon?
I think we just need to change the culture. It just needs to be something like snowboarding, where you go up to the mountain with your helmet, you go to the skate park with your helmet.
It has been more than 1 month since his wreck, and doctors say he is improving. Good news there.
Yeah, good to see him recovering. Well, May is National Stroke Awareness Month, and a local woman is sharing how her daughter saved her life in hopes that many of you at home will learn the signs of stroke.
KREM 2's Kiara Alfallen is joining us live in studio this morning. And Kiara, you're going to be telling us about her story and why it's so important to act quickly once you do recognize the signs of a stroke.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, Jen and Tim. The quicker you realize a stroke is happening, the better. According to the medical director of the stroke program at Multicare Deaconess Hospital, a person loses 2 million nerve cells per minute during a large stroke. For every minute delayed, a person loses about a week of functional independence. So when a local woman noticed the signs, she knew she had to act fast. This is Jennifer Williams and her mom, Monica Adkins. About 5 months ago, Adkins was walking into her daughter's home to babysit her granddaughter. She didn't realize while she was walking inside, she was having a stroke. Williams says she knew what to look for because her husband is an ER tech and had made a point to make sure she knew the signs of stroke.
If I didn't know what I was looking for, I would have brushed it off, and more than likely she wouldn't be sitting here today. It could have been completely different, and it's important to pay attention.
I love her to death. I do. I wouldn't. Sorry, there's one of those. At the time, I was like, what are you saying? What are you doing? What are you? But now I realize that those were important questions she kept asking, and the things that she did were awesome.
The worst thing that can happen is that you're left dependent, that you're left with paralysis, that you can't take care of yourself, you can't communicate properly, you can't be independent anymore.
Williams says she noticed something was off with her mom and her symptoms were falling in line with some of the things she learned happen as people are having a stroke. She called 911 and her mom was taken to Multicare Deaconess Hospital, the only hospital in the Inland Northwest that is certified as a comprehensive stroke center. Williams says after this experience, all of her children know the signs of stroke, and she thinks you should too. To remember the signs, a lot of doctors will refer to the acronym BE-FAST. B stands for balance, which could also be loss of coordination. E stands for eyes, so problems with vision. F stands for face, or one or both sides drooping. A stands for arms, so you want to know if arms are weak. S stands for speech, is it slurred, and T stands for time. It is important to get help and seek treatment right away. Dr. Ween also says prevention is such an important thing to keep in mind. Make sure you are taking care of your health. This means dieting, exercising, watching blood pressure and weight, but also taking care of any other overall health problems or conditions that you may have as well. Jen, Tim.
All right, Kiera, thank you so much. And it's easy to remember and just good to know some of those warning signs.
Yeah, you know, I think so many of us have relatives who this might impact, and so it's important to remember that acronym.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you think in the busy shuffle of your day-to-day things, you might just brush off some of the symptoms.
Right.
So now you kind of know and say, you know what, maybe this is something worth getting checked out. All right, it is 5:09 now on our Thursday morning. A Washington lawmaker is calling for an impeachment inquiry. Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal says an inquiry is different than impeaching the president. Yeah, she says starting the inquiry allows lawmakers to use congressional powers to get the information they should be getting with a subpoena. The Congresswoman says the president has been thwarting legally authorized subpoenas. Well, special counsel Robert Mueller broke his silence yesterday, announcing that his work was done and his office was closing. Yeah, that's something we first tracked as breaking news yesterday on the program. In his first public remarks in more than 2 years, Mueller emphasized he did not exonerate the president for obstruction of justice.
If we had had confidence that the president clearly did not commit a crime, we would have said so.
Well, his words were in contrast to the White House's repeated claim the president had been fully cleared of any wrongdoing. Mueller cited the Justice Department policy that a sitting chief executive cannot be indicted. The White House immediately pushed back, while many congressional Democrats had a different take on Mueller's statement.
Look, we think the president has been fully and completely exonerated based on the fact there was no collusion, there was no conspiracy, and there was no obstruction.
I think it was very clear. If he could clear the president, he would have, but he couldn't.
The chairman of the House Judiciary Committee said impeaching the president has not been ruled out. Mueller says he intended his statement to be the last time he would speak publicly about that investigation. He added he would not have anything to add if he were compelled to testify before Congress. 5:11 now. Well, if you're looking to decorate your home with some new plants, you might consider heading to Manitou Park. The Friends of Manitou Park group is hosting a plant sale this Saturday. The sale includes 350 different types of plants. The event's Facebook page says there will be plants you cannot buy anywhere else in Spokane.
Oh, gosh, and they're so beautiful, too. Well, and there's something for everyone, including perennials, shrubs, indoor plants, and so much more. Shoppers can also get advice on how to take care of the plants at the event as well. And coming up tomorrow on our 6 o'clock show, we'll have a guest from the plant sale with us to give us a sneak peek of what you can expect. And perfect timing to maybe plant some new things in your garden and some native things from our area as well.
That's right, and they're so knowledgeable. Manitou Park, of course, always rated one of the best parks in the States, and no doubt for our lovely grounds crews that are out there, so knowledgeable about everything that will thrive in that park.
And we're so lucky to have it so close too.
Yes, absolutely. So looking forward to that. It is 5:12 now on our Thursday morning. Well, following a bus crash last year, the UW Marching Band wants to show their appreciation to first responders. They are giving back to those who helped them.
Yeah, and have you ever wanted to learn more about the stars? Well, now you have the chance at Spokane Falls Community College. We'll let you know how you can score free tickets to its planetarium.
And outside, we're still tracking warm and dry conditions as we go into the next few days, but take a look at what we're seeing as we start off our morning. A little bit of smoke from Canadian wildfires is drifting its way down through the northwest, and that is what we're talking about right after the break.